Hello, I'm M.K. Davis. I want to talk a little bit today about an old belief. And one of the advantages of being around for a long time, especially in this type of endeavor, is that you learn some things that are subtle, and then later on they become, much more important. And what I want to share with you, what I've learned over the years, and it comes to beliefs. Most Native Americans have beliefs. Europeans have beliefs. Sometimes they're different beliefs, but they're beliefs. One of the things that Native Americans believed, or believe, is that all things have a spirit. And then there is a great spirit, the giver of all things. But not a lot of Europeans believe that's the case with the plant kingdom. And when Native Americans had to, or needed to, cut down a tree, I'll read to you. This is in a book called Yazoo Mingo. It's the Journeys of Monocoque Ape Across North America, 1687 to 1700. Let me read this to you. The next day, Monocoque Ape and Opeechee took the most direct trail from Niagara to the Allegheny, Ohio. Monocoque Ape chose not to detour through Geneseo. He was anxious to return to his homeland and thought it best not to stir up expectations of him from Ghane and that he was unable to fulfill. The voyagers made camp at a spot on the Ohio where water travel could begin, and the trees were stout. At last, they could put to work the sharp French axes that they lugged with them on the trail. They found a large, suitable cottonwood close to camp. They spoke to the spirit of the tree, praising its strength and beauty. They voiced regret for having to take it down, but assured the tree spirit of their need. And then they began to fell the tree. And I guess my point is that everything that's living has a spirit, according to Native American beliefs, by and large. And I found that to be, I see traces of that in evidence left behind when I'm out, Bigfooting, looking for Bigfoot evidence. I'll show you what I mean. Now, I was at a restaurant in Willow Creek, there in Northern California. I was with Japanese filmmakers, and there was a gentleman sitting across the way over there at another table, and he was writing and drawing, and he got up and left before us. And when we went out to get in our car, we found this napkin under our windshield wiper. Now just take a look at it. Shows the Bigfoot in frame 1 on the left side, and he goes into a tree and does not come out the other side. There's a question mark right here. And it says some strange sounding words underneath, which I didn't know or appreciate at the time. They were Russian, I believe. Now let's go look on the back side of that same napkin. And then there's a X marks the spot and arrow pointing straight down. Not that this guy didn't have, that he had any kind of way of proving anything, but he was trying to send a message. And that message, the words say it. The words say, and I got Igor Bortsev to translate for me, and it says, I am here. I am here. So, what was the message this gentleman was trying to tell us? That this tree is a living spirit. And if you can talk to a tree before you cut it down, then you surely must believe that to be true. Now, my point is that Bigfoot has certain things that it does that seem to be in harmony with that. And when Bigfoot, you'll go out researching, go out to Bluff Creek, for instance, or anywhere, and you hear that what they call a wood knock. And the assumption is that that's a Bigfoot, and it's trying to communicate with other Bigfoot. And so it's knocking on the trees. But if that Bigfoot had a belief, like Native Americans, that the tree contains a spirit, then this wood knock would be in harmony with that belief. It would be waking up the spirit in the tree, or warning the trees that the woodcutters are here. The woodcutters who don't talk to the trees and who cuts them down en masse. So, communication, I think probably so, but communicating between Bigfoot, I don't think that's what that's for. I think it's for this very thing right here. I think that they're communicating with trees. Their belief is that they can communicate with trees, and they slap the tree with a stick of wood, and so that the spirit in the tree is alert. Not that it can do anything about it, but it's a kind of a warning. They do call these things forest people. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on the matter. That if I go out, I can't dictate what other people believe, but when I go out, if I hear a wood knock, I believe that that's what's taking place. It says here in the book Yazumingo that they spoke to the tree, and they told them the tree that they regretted having to cut it down. These are grown men. This is not made up. So that's their belief, and it's sort of become mine. I thank you for your time.